Today I will be covering the match between Arsenal and Bayern Munich, which will be played on the 18th of July 2019. Keep watching this video and I will share with you all the information that I have. Hi guys, my name is Delipes and welcome to the channel. Arsenal will be taking on Bayern Munich at the Dignity Health Sports Park in California. This will be Arsenal's second pre-season match and it is in the International Champions Cup competition. The International Champions Cup or ICC is a pre-season tournament that has been held every summer since 2013, with the competition itself a series of friendly games played throughout Europe, played between European heavyweights. This year's edition is set to take place between July 16 and August 11 and will be played throughout the US, Europe, and Singapore. There are 12 participating teams in AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Chivas, Real Madrid, Fiorentina, Inter, Juventus, Man United, and Tottenham Hotspur. Fiorentina replaced AS Roma due to the club having to participate in Europa League qualifiers. Tottenham were crowned winners of the 2018 ICC, where they won on goal difference over Borussia Dortmund and Inter, as all three teams finished their games with 7 points. Now let's look at the head-to-head and form guide for both teams. Arsenal and Bayern Munich have met 12 times, with Arsenal winning 3, drawn 2, and lost 7 of those matches. Bayern Munich are unbeaten in their last 3 matches against Arsenal, scoring 10 in their last 2 encounters in the Champions League back in 2017. Bayern drew 1-1 in their last match against Kaiserslautern in a club-friendly match back in May, with Robert Lewandowski scoring an 80th minute equalizer. Arsenal's last competitive match was in the Europa League final, where they capitulated and lost 4-1 to Chelsea back in May at Baku. Arsenal finished 4th in ICC in last year's edition and are unbeaten in their last 4 matches in the competition. Bayern Munich also participated in the ICC last year and they finished 10th last summer. Now let's look at the transfer news for both teams. There are some transfers done by Bayern in this transfer window, and they have secured the service of Lucas Hernandez for £72 million, but he is ruled out for this match due to a knee problem. The 22-year-old French World Cup winner played 22 times and scored 1 goal for Atletico Madrid last season. Bayern also signed Ben Pavard from Stuttgart for £31.5 million, and he looks set to feature along the likes of Robert Lewandowski and Thomas Müller. Like Hernandez, he is also part of the French World Cup winning team back in 2018. Pavard scored his first international goal, a long-range shot from outside the penalty area, in a 4-3 victory over Argentina in the World Cup's round of 16. The goal was later voted as goal of the tournament. Matt Hummels has returned to former club Borussia Dortmund for a fee reported to be in the region of £27 million. He finished his time in Bavaria with 8 goals in 116 appearances and won all 3 Bundesliga campaigns as well as the DFB Pokal and 3 Super Cups. Now for some Arsenal team news and transfer update. Rob Holding and Hector Bellerin are long-term absentees as both players suffered ACL injuries last term. Holding was injured in a meeting with Manchester United in December, while Bellerin was injured a month later in a 2-0 win over Chelsea. Arsenal captain Laurent Koscielny has refused to travel on the club's pre-season tour of the US. The situation with Koscielny is that he wants to leave on a free transfer but was rejected as Arsenal insisted that he could only go if a bid landed that reflected his value and importance to the club, which is believed to be in the region of £8.8 million. He will be required to train alongside the players who are not on the America trip, mainly youngsters, with disciplinary proceedings underway to determine his punishment. He still has 1 year on his contract and earns £900,000 a year and could follow Neymar's lead to pay off the final 12 months of his deal. The Brazilian bought himself out of his Barcelona contract to join PSG in 2017. And Koscielny is also desperate to move to France with Lyon and Bordeaux his main suitors. Mariano Diaz does not want to move to Arsenal this summer despite not being in Zinedine Zidane's plan at the Bernabeu and was allegedly offered to the Gunners earlier this week for just £18 million. However, it is claimed that Mariano wants to stay in Madrid and fight for his place rather than move to Arsenal. Arsenal will not move to sign Hakim Ziyech this summer, and the club did a detailed analysis of the Ajax superstar, but Unai Emery is not interested in him. Ziyech reportedly has a £25 million release clause and is said to be keen on a move to the Emirates. So it is all over now for all the Ziyech fans out there, as he will not be a Gunner anytime soon. Bournemouth could let Arsenal target Ryan Fraser run down his contract and leave on a free transfer next summer. Eddie Howe's side are happy to keep Fraser for another year because of his important role in the team. The latest on William Saliba. It is said that Arsenal have agreed a deal with Saliba over his transfer, with him going back on loan immediately at his current club in Saint Etienne. But new reports have emerged claiming that Arsenal's rival Tottenham have now bid for him. Spurs have offered around £27 million for the centre-back, and it is more than meet Saint Etienne's demands. Last but not least, Arsenal have confirmed the appointment of John Jensen as their new scout. The Dane spent 4 years with the Gunners in the 90s and will now be Arsenal's scout for Scandinavia. He joins the likes of Edu and Freddie Ljungberg in returning to North London in a backroom role, having been an Arsenal player. Now let's look at the key player for both sides. If he does start, Robert Lewandowski would be the key player for Bayern. The Polish international scored 40 goals in 47 matches in all competitions for Bayern last season and is the top scorer in the Bundesliga, helping Bayern win the title for the 28th times. And if Aubameyang does start, he will be the key player for Arsenal. The Gabon international won the Premier League Golden Boot title with 22 goals scored in his first full Premier League season. Bayern Munich are a far superior team than Arsenal, there's no two ways about it. However, in recent times they are not doing too well in the ICC, having only finished 10th in last year's edition. Arsenal usually do good in their pre-season match, but when the real thing starts, that is where they always disappoint. Never mind the gameplay at the background, I think this will be a high scoring draw considering both sides got some serious firepower and the fact that Arsenal does and will always leak goals from time to time. I will end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification, as I will do my best to cover the upcoming matches. Hopefully see you in the next video and have a good day ahead.
Here's Henry getting clear though. It's Thierry Henry! He scored! He scored for Arsenal in the